Did you know that a lot of people live in fear? You may not realize it. Sometimes fear can actually to your heart and to your life, and can begin defining your life. It can begin defining certain things, your thought processes. My name is Mwai. I'm a pastor with Christ is the Answer Ministries, and I want to appreciate you and thank you for allowing me into your space just for a few minutes as we address this very important matter, the fear factor. Now, the Bible tells us in 2 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 7, I think is a verse that is very well known to many of us. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. We have not been given a spirit of fear, or a spirit of fear has not been given to us from God, but He has given us boldness and courage and a sound mind. And sometimes you have to ask yourself, why would that verse, the Apostle Paul writing that verse, say, for God has not given us a spirit of fear, but a spirit of love and of a sound mind? Because fear has a way of robbing you of soundness of mind. And a lot of times fear will creep into your heart, into your life. Did you know that majority of the things that sometimes we are afraid of will actually never happen? So many people live in fear that, oh, I might get this disease, for example, because it happened to my loved one. Oh, I might lose my job. No, I am afraid that that business will not work. Oh, I'm afraid that if I try that, going in that direction, I might find myself in a lot of trouble. Oh, I'm afraid that I'll be rejected. I am afraid that nobody is going to pay attention to me. There's so many things that sometimes we are afraid of, majority of which will actually never come to pass. The tragedy of it is that sometimes we end up making decisions based on irrational fear that we should not even be having, and then we miss out on living our best life. We miss out on opportunities. We miss out on grabbing certain things that would have come our way simply because we are fearful. Now, sometimes fear will not come in your face and say, this is the spirit of fear. But it is just those small things, those little things that sometimes that we are hesitant to do. And because we don't interrogate them, we don't realize it is actually fear that is working in us and actually against us. So what do I do? Maybe you'll be asking as a pastor. I think the first thing is to recognize that God has not given you a spirit of fear, that it does not come from Jehovah, that's not something that He designed for you. You must recognize that. So, and then number two, after you recognize that, is be able to interrogate yourself and ask yourself, are there things that I should have done that I have not done because I'm afraid? Is there a certain direction that I have refused to take, or certain decisions I have not made? And ask yourself, why haven't I done that? Why didn't I make that decision? Why didn't I move in that direction? And be able to confront the reasons. And you will be shocked to realize that maybe it is an attitude of fear that is actually messing you up. And then thirdly, how do you define doing something that you have never done before? There is nothing that liberates people like when you take the first step in doing something that you have never done before. It is not always easy. Sometimes there may be repercussions. Sometimes things may not work out the way you want, but just that one step has a way of liberating you and giving you boldness to walk into other things and to walk by faith and to try more things. And you'll be amazed at the opportunities that will begin opening before you. Why? Because you took that first step. You can begin with baby steps, but begin somewhere. But always remember this, that He has not given us a spirit of fear, but a spirit of power, of love, and of a sound mind. Do not allow fear to rob you of a soundness of mind. Now, a soundness of mind means that I am able to reason things out. I am able to reason something from the beginning and be able to think about it to its logical conclusion. That is a sound mind. But that can only happen if you have dealt with that spirit of fear. I wish you well. And may the Lord bless you, and may the Lord cause His face to shine upon you. Please share this video with somebody else, maybe who may be struggling with it, and tell them, listen, I have an amazing word about the fear factor, and I'm sure somebody else will be blessed. God bless you.